Hello, this is David Florence, Flow Coach and Ambassador and co-creator and program director of the Transcend Your Trauma program. Now, interestingly, right at the beginning when we created this program, we had an assumption that it could reach a wider audience. With the daily practice, we knew that most people would benefit by doing this 4-week program. But it was only until we conducted a test program and we started to receive feedback and testimonials that our assumptions were proved correct. And when you look at the world right now, most people are suffering to some greater or lesser extent. We're all, to a certain extent, experiencing some levels of anxiety and stress. Some of you watching this will have had events happen in the past, not necessarily traumatic, but events that you still feel connected to, events that are holding you back. And I would imagine there's a lot of you watching right now that have desires or designs on creating a better life. And in your current state right now, you just don't know how to make the bridge to that new path, that new journey. And I think that's where this program comes in. Over 4 weeks, you are practicing various different methods every day and receiving knowledge via various lessons. And these lessons, just like the activities, are all short burst lessons, so they're easy to fit into your day. But you start learning more about what's going on in here. And when you do that, and you realize how much control you have over what's going on in here, and indeed what's going on in here too, you can start to create the life that you want. Let me read you a couple of testimonials from those test subjects. I have the impression I have a very furnished toolbox which allows me to pick what I want when I need it. And that's brilliant. So one of the things I've been teaching now for some time, either in one-to-one or group settings, is the whole idea of creating this imaginary toolbox. And in there, you start to put all of these tools, these different practices that are either designed to improve your respiratory system, tools that will give you a shot of energy, tools that will give you a clarity of mind. Whatever it is, you just start to put them there in this toolbox. And after a while, because you're practicing these things every day, then you no longer need any guidance from me or other videos. You simply know what to do, when to do it. And that's something I would want for everybody. And it seems that's exactly what's happened here. Another quote: "Everything proposed in the program links us to the present, the place of connection to oneself that allows us to live fully." That is music to my ears, because much like the practices that you find in the wider flow code, flow global organization methodology, a lot of it is bringing you into the present moment, which is so crucial. When you think about it, reality only exists in the present moment. And it's only in the present that you have a doorway, not only to flow, but a doorway to your inner world. And you can start to work on yourself. You can start to understand what's going on in here. And also you can start creating this vision of the future, because you're not being triggered or affected by what's happened before or what could happen in the future. So that's excellent. I'm feeling the effects, especially in my energy levels, and I have a desire to face my worries. That's really interesting. The energy levels we knew, with the practices that I do every day. I know how to build the energy in my mind, in my body, in order to do all the different things that I do every day. So we knew that those practices would certainly be able to do that in the program. What I really like there is this desire to face my worries. So back when I started my journey to enhance my mind and body back in 2017, I immediately dove straight into the cold, so cold water therapy. And after a very short space of time, I started to develop this discipline and commitment and a resilience, psychological and physiological resilience. And I found that then reflected in other areas of my life, where before I would shy away from problems, I'd face them head on. And that very much came from this commitment, this creation of the discipline. So that's excellent that this person had discovered that. Just a couple more. The techniques used are starting to have a positive effect to my mental state, which has improved considerably in the last week. And one more. This one I really love. So this came after the test subject had been doing the program for a few days, and she said, all of a sudden I had a clear head, no desire to be anywhere else, and it was fab. I was in flow. If you're familiar with what we do at the Flow Code, Flow Global Organization, obviously what we're doing with these daily practices, daily methods, is to encourage more flow, and eventually for you to experience flow state moments. Flow in general comes through daily practice. If you're constantly being driven by the daily routine, the subconscious routine, and you're not allowing yourself to step out of that, you're not going to experience flow. But if you're disciplined, if you wake and you have a really good morning routine, if by mid-morning and you realize you've been sat down for too long, you do something to change your state, to move the blood flow around your body, to improve the oxygen flow around your body, that's when you start to experience more flow in general in life. So, if any of that resonates, if you feel like right now you're stuck, that you want to make 2022 a year for change, but you don't quite know how to get from where you are to where you are desiring to be, this program is for you. It's not just for those that have suffered trauma, as we're now realizing and having confirmed, which is great. Sign up by clicking the link below, reserve your seat. The launch of this is on the 24th. And it will keep going on throughout the year. I look forward to seeing you there. And in fact, that's perhaps a last point to mention. You will see me there because we do live webinars throughout the course as well. So in those webinars, we'll get a chance to talk to each other, talk about the techniques, the methods, what works, what resonates. And maybe that's a very valid point as well. There's so much to do in this course, so many practices. Of course, not everything's going to resonate with you, because why would it? I often get that on my YouTube channel, people saying, I've tried this technique, it doesn't seem to work. And I often reply, well, look, we're all different. Not everything that works for me is going to work for you, but I have to say, most of it probably will. And that's the same with this course. Most of it is going to work. And what you have to do throughout the course is start to repeat some of the things that you love doing, that resonate with you, so that they stay with you for life, so they become a part of how you exist, how you move through the world, how you interact with the world. Anyway, I could ramble on about that for a long time, so look forward to seeing you there. Bye for now.